back.
Alright.
We got another episode of Sarcasm Speaks. Here with Bobby and Mitch. Mitch is making a in-person fucking appearance today.
Unemployment.
Living that unemployment life. Also living that mustache life too. It's pretty.
Yeah.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can see his sweet '70s porn stash.
I like to take the appearance. Sometimes I want someone to just grip it and rip it. You know what I'm saying?
If anyone wants a mustache ride, you can Venmo BL
Yeah.
01.
It's 02.
Very affordable.
02.
$20 a ride.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I just feel like you gotta bring it back. You know, someone has to pioneer it. It was in for a while, so this kind of spurred out. I was watching Adam Sandler's new movie
Okay.
on
Which one?
Netflix with Jennifer Aniston.
I heard that actually didn't suck.
It was actually pretty good. His like last couple of movies haven't sucked, and
Yeah.
he had a sweet mustache. And I was just like, you know who else has the jawline to pull off a sweet mustache some days? Me.
Me. That's me, actually. So you went for it.
Yeah, some people are beard people, some are goatee people.
Some people
Some
are mustache
mustaches.
people. It just so happens that most of them lived in the '70s and also did porn.
Which I wouldn't mind doing either.
Did we talk about that the last time you were on?
That's all we talked about.
Yeah, it was like your big saying, like your catch line was like, "You're always 2 clicks away from black dick."
Oh yeah.
Well, that's from Ted.
Yeah, that's from Ted.
You're always
That's
two.
true.
You're always 2 clicks away from black cards.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Very accurate. All right, so real quick, first rant because it's almost July 4th. I have a Jeep Patriot. And it's the most unfucking American vehicle I've ever bought. I
Really?
pay.
Because it's a Jeep Patriot.
It's not a Jeep, it's not a Patriot, and if you buy a Jeep, you're fucking stupid. So let's go on this rant real quick. I bought this thing because I was just like, nope, I don't care, I'm gonna keep going. I bought this Jeep, and I was like, this is a great investment. It has 4-wheel drive, it's gonna be great. I paid $300 a month for this stupid piece of fucking shit Jeep. In addition to this, now the radio's broken,
Jesus.
then the Bluetooth broke,
What
so
the
I gotta
fuck?
fix that. The transmission's starting to go, and it's only
There you
3
go.
years old. Transmission's going, and
Yeah.
and I've already spent $3,000. I spend about like $2,000 a year on maintenance.
Holy shit.
I'm getting a fucking Civic.
Holy shit.
Well, if you want to go Toyota, I know a guy.
No,
You know a guy too.
How many miles are on it?
there was like 70,000. That's it.
That's not a lot.
I got it with 15.
I have 79,000 on my car.
Well,
I've had it
transmission.
for 2 years.
So transmissions have always been a thing on Jeeps, and sometimes it comes quick, sometimes it doesn't. Like my father had a Jeep, and like 2 years in, he needed a transmission,
Oh jeez.
and he had Jeeps for fucking ever, but
It's stupid.
They have a Jeep now still, right?
they have one Jeep, and now they also have a Ram. He got a truck because he has to drive trash. Because down at the Cape place, there's no trash. He has to drive into the dumpster
Right.
or the dump. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I always thought Jeeps had transmission issues because they do.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, they do.
They do. They do.
But Jeeps are making a fucking resurgence right now. Like everyone's buying them.
They're everywhere. Well, everyone loves the Wrangler.
So
Like,
I like the new body Wrangler, which is a little bit more square, not square, more rectangle and less of like the compact square.
Yeah.
And I think it's a little bit harder to get the doors and shit off.
Right.
I don't mind those, but like the old ones, it's like ugh, it's
Yeah.
like nauseating to look at.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've never minded Jeeps, but they seem to be really like popular right now. But like I've always thought, like I always
They're
knew-
also super fucking expensive.
they're really expensive, and they have issues. Like you pay to fucking keep those things up.
Oh yeah.
I think as we're plugging this real quick, if anyone's interested in the 2015 Jeep Patriot, it's in mint condition. Nothing wrong with it. Sold as is.
Yeah.
Asking price is 13. I'm willing to part with it for 11. Still a loss on my end, but hit me up.
Again, that Venmo was VL
Yeah.
02.
Yep, Venmo.
Yep. It the radio works sometimes.
Listen, nothing headphones can't fix. Nothing.
Fully loaded,
Yeah.
mint condition.
Yeah.
Crank is in
4-wheel
the
drive. Works.
It's a great car. So how do you listen to our podcast now that you don't?
Well, this is just today, the radio. Well, hypothetically, if you're buying it, the radio's fine. As is, no returns. Passes 11 mile. Hypothetically, if it was my Jeep we're talking about, it just gave out today. Where it doesn't give out, it like fucking, it's sputtering, kind of like Jared's Olympic lifting career. It's like, it's on for like 30 seconds, then it cuts, but the song keeps playing. And then all of a sudden it cuts back in, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate.
I will say the music thing's actually easy because when I got the new car, I decided to throw it on the Bluetooth and like play something.
Yeah.
Only I hadn't set it up yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know, just kind of played off my phone. It was weird, like playing from the cup holder, but
Yeah,
you can get around it.
Or you can just get buy a little portable speaker.
That's true.
A Bluetooth speaker and just toss it on your dash.
The fun part is like your phone actually has a speaker built into it. It's wild.
Yeah, but it's not that.
How fucking stupid did you feel when you're trying to figure out how to hook up the Bluetooth when you get a new car? You're just like, you feel so.
Do you have an iPhone?
You feel retarded, yes.
Luckily,
it's the easiest thing in the phone.
Well, no, okay, so for a Jeep, you gotta go through Uconnect.
Oh.
Alright? Buy a Jeep. So you gotta go through Uconnect. Preferably used, silver, for 2015 Jeep Patriot.
looking for $2,000 below the price.
$2,000 below asking price. Firm on that. Please.
Yeah, that's Uconnect sounds like it's a thing. It has its own name, like it has its own thing to like connect.
Yes, you have to go through Uconnect. You
My
have to
car's
download Uconnect.
literally like you hit the Bluetooth button, and then I hit Bluetooth on my phone, and then I hit.
No, it's
pair,
fucking stupid, dude. Like every time I hit the
That's how
hypothetically,
it was.
every time I hit Bluetooth on his Jeep, it's like, boop. Would you like to pair Matthew's iPhone? And then I hit boop, pairs, and then I go hit Bluetooth and it doesn't fucking work, hypothetically. So then I hit boop, and you hear Matthew's iPhone is now connected. Boop. Still doesn't fucking work. It's like a process for like 3 or 4 minutes to the point where I've been like driving, and if people know Brockton, like or I'm trying to think like Pleasant and Pearl Street, like I'll get out of the neighborhood and then I'll get, by the time I get to the set of lights, I hypothetically have killed the engine. I've turned it off and restarted it so it pair, because it's just fucking, I can't do it because it's like somewhat paired where my phone's connected to the Bluetooth but it's not playing the music. Right. It's this whole fucking process. Buy a Jeep.
Yeah, definitely gonna want to buy a Jeep. So we know that Jeep is probably not going to become one of our sponsors.
They could.
Unlikely.
Yeah.
Unlikely.
Highly unlikely, but whatever. It sounds like they don't make that great of cars, unless yours. Yours sounds like it's in great condition.
It is in great condition.
If I was in the market for a new car, I'd probably buy it from you.
If you're to see it on Car Gurus, mint, like new 2015 Jeep Patriot, one owner, no pets, no smoking.
That just sounds like a deal. How do you pass that up?
I know.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Look where it got me.
Yeah, so hit us up on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. We'll put you in touch with Mitch, and we'll get you that new car.
Let's talk about the goods though. It has 4-wheel drive.
Yes. Okay.
I have had 4-wheel drive. Might not.
I think it comes with 4-wheel drive and 4 wheels, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that what 4-wheel drive is?
Does it still have? It has all its windows, right?
Yeah, 3 work.
Okay. Does it still have its headlights and taillights?
For the most part.
Dude, we are taking some important
All
boxes.
right.
Now.
Okay. All right. It's
Let me paint this picture for you. You could be driving in your Toyota Camry, also known as a pussy wagon. Pulls.
Hey, you know what's even worse is I drive a Corolla.
That's fine. Okay, you could be in a Toyota Corolla, the ghetto Camry.
Call it a cheap Camry.
Cheap Camry? Alright, it's kind of like the Honda Civic of Hondas, right? Like,
I think so.
Yeah.
Civic's
So,
smaller than the Accord, right?
you could either be in this 2015 Jeep Patriot or a Toyota. A Toyota? It's responsible. It's like, I'm locking myself down for 40 years. Sex ain't gonna be great.
It's
but
like
the Jeep,
I'm here for the long run.
yeah, but like when you see the Jeep, you're like, man, this dude either fucks or he might throw his back out fucking me. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's gonna happen. It's a mystery.
He might die mid-bone.
Yeah.
That Viagra that he took might go right to his heart and just fucking kill him.
I mean,
And he
we can
did
only
probably
hope, right? Is that the American dream?
It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, you can get in the Corolla, you can hit the eco button, you're just gonna get a smooth sail for like maybe 20
I'll have
to
you
30
know, my
minutes.
Corolla has a sport button.
Oh, a sport, okay.
And it almost drives like a regular car when you have a sport button on.
And you know what the best part about the Corolla does have a benefit? If other people are in the house, they're not gonna hear anything. You know what I mean? It's the silent. Slow and steady. But that Jeep, you don't know. 0 to 60.
Jeep's a wild card.
It's a wild
Revving.
card.
It all depends on you.
Jeep's a wild card.
It's driver based.
Oh, well, yeah, if anyone wants to buy that Jeep,
No free ads.
Yeah, no free ads. What are you looking to get after?
Honda Civic.
Like a legit Honda Civic?
Yeah. I've already lined it up. I emailed them. SoCo Honda knows. I honestly didn't show up. I don't know if anyone really shows up to your car appointments. Like, I made it on a Monday when I was feeling super aggressive. I was like, oh, what time works for you, sir? And I was like, they're like, how about Saturday at 8 a.m.? I'm like, great idea.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a time I'll definitely make.
Yeah, yeah, sure, I'll be there.
I just haven't even answered the phone calls yet. But I was like, I know it's still there. So I'm going to go 2018, 2019 Honda Civic.
Okay.
It has the eco button. I'm looking at 40 to 50 miles per gallon. Sleek design.
Wow. So
So
you're trying to make some life changes right now. You're like right at the end of like your coke bender, and you're like you just met you fell in love with the hooker from 2 nights ago in Vegas, and now you're looking to just settle down with her because she wants to get out of the business, and now you're setting yourself up for the rest of your life to start cruising in that Honda Civic.
Two things. I don't know why I keep leaning in to talk to the microphone. It makes it sound like I'm being like interviewed or like on trial. I'm like, no, sir.
Right, if you're gonna do it like that, it does sound that way, like
Yeah.
a retarded.
Yeah.
But no.
Where was the Jeep on April 15, 2017?
I've already went through that phase, sir. That's when I had the Sport Honda Accord. 2-door.
I remember that car.
Yeah.
That was your intern car.
Yep, I kind of. That goes 108 miles an hour on the highway.
Is that the one that got stolen?
It goes 15 to 20? Yes.
Yeah.
Sadly, it was returned. It was just
They brought it back.
Yeah, so I remember I was so excited because I was like, fuck, this is awesome. I was like, they haven't checked mileage. Like, no one knows. I've gone to like the shady mechanic down the street to get oil changes that has no access to the internet. And I was like, this is great. They're like, how many miles we're on? I'm going to be like 20,000, right? I had like 60 at the time. And I was like, this is the perfect scenario. And then I get a call 2 days later and they're like, hey, sir, we found your car. And I was just like on the phone. I was like, fuck. And they were like, what? And I was like, sorry. And I was just like, so excited that it's gone, dude. Like, I was just like, this is the best case scenario.
Yeah, it's like I really just didn't want this.
Yeah, I was under on it because I did a lease and I had to. I took like a couple internships at the end of when I graduated college in Boston that I didn't plan when I leased the car.
Of course.
And I was like, this will be great. I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill it. Went to West Point, New York was one, Boston, and I just like blew through the mileage. And someone stole my fucking car. I was like, this is amazing. I was like, this is.
Don't have to worry
This
about
is
that
like
lease
sent
anymore.
from fucking heaven above. It was just like, I got you, bro. And then I got the call like on Sunday. They're like, we found it, and I was like, oh, what happened? They're like, they were driving out of a gas station and nicked a curb, so they popped both tires.
Oh Jesus.
I was like, fuck, and they were just like, they smoked a shit ton of weed in my car. They should have just fucking blew it up. If you're trying to steal a Jeep, sometimes it starts on its own.
Keys definitely won't be in the ignition.
Yes, they will.
The main key might not, but I maybe keep the spare key in the glove box.
Yeah. Is it a button thing?
Oh yeah, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
If you have one eye, 2 ears,
Because
and one hand,
some
you can
cars, like my car, if my keys are in because I have like a little touch thing.
Yeah, that's how mine got stolen.
If I touch the door handle, it locks the door. It's got like the touch sensor thing. But if my keys are in the car and I because I'm a dumbass and I've done this before and just leave my keys in the car,
Yeah.
and I go and like touch the door handle to lock the door, it just like yells at me and then it won't lock. And I'm like, oh sick! That would have sucked if I just locked my keys in the car.
Alright, so this is how my car got stolen. I parked it in the driveway. I put my keys on the key chain in the house, which was within a 25-foot radius of the car.
Yeah.
So the homeboys who stole it just slid their hand on the door, opened it, hit the push start, and drove away.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
They're like, "Sir, do you have your key?" I'm like, "My keys are right here, dude." Then they drove it. Drove until they broke it. You know where they pay for it broken? This motherfucker, because it was under $500.
Oh Jesus
damage.
Christ! That's fucking miserable.
Yeah, I'll say 2 tires, maybe a rimmer here and there. Doesn't get up to 500.
I know.
But it gets so close, it probably gets to 470.
It was 450. It was so fucking close.
That's fucking miserable.
Rim, 2 tires and a rim, and I was like, motherfucker. Then to top it off with my car troubles, right? I got it, and I'm going to the Valvoline when it's fixed. I was like, whatever. I was back the next week, and I'm in Valvoline, and the guy's pulls me in, and as he pulls me in, I'm not paying attention. I was doing something else. I just fucking take the mirror off.
This is all on a lease?
Yeah,
That's
I was just fuck. And They're probably gonna lease me another car too. They're like, this is a good lease.
Oh man. Well, you got out of that and you got yourself into a nice Jeep Patriot.
Oh, it's beautiful. For sale.
Oh god.
Motherfucker, dude. Fuck that Jeep. I hate Jeeps.
Yeah, I've also heard the same. One of my a couple of my coworkers actually drive Jeeps, and one of them had the transmission start to go like last year. She had the car. She bought it brand new. I think it was like a 2015 or 2016, and transmission started to go around like 85,000 miles.
That's kind of when it happens. It's around 80 usually.
Yeah.
Like it's not like 100. It's not 120. It's usually like 80ish.
Yeah.
See, I'm
like, oh, that's really shitty, dude.
I'm in a tough position because I also like to go fast. And
I just want to go fast.
yeah, no, it's bad, dude. Like I like to go fast, and the Jeep prevents that because it's so clunky.
Through the
So
streets of Brockton.
the speeding ticket situation has been amazing.
Oh yeah.
I haven't gotten any, right? Who the fuck gets a land speed record in a Jeep? You know what I'm saying? But the second
Jeep
I go back to
Patriot,
the
too.
Civic, it's just like, it's not designed to go fast. But bet your ass I can make it.
Yeah, I drove a Civic. I had a Civic when I was in college. It was or when I graduated, I think I got it. That was like my first big I graduated college. I'm gonna go get a car, and I got the thing up pretty good back in the day. I think I got it to like 112 at one point on the highway. I used to do a lot of really dumb shit when I was younger. Was a bit of a thrill seeker.
Sure, I still do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm past that point. I get.
You think that?
Sometimes like I'll be on the high. Obviously I drive a fuck ton.
What do you drive now?
A fuck ton.
No, like what car?
Oh, the Subaru.
The Subaru?
The car that's there. That's not the Camry.
So you probably buy like
It's
the
incredible.
expensive Trojan
Yeah.
condoms for the pleasure of yourself, right? Like,
Yeah, I'm all about saving the
yeah, a
environment.
Camry or like a Subaru
And,
is like having sex with a condom
Yeah,
on.
well, it's a Subaru Legacy, and it's the premium edition. So it's got all fucking bells and whistles and shit. It's kind of nice, whatever.
Buy or
That's-
lease.
I'll bought that shit. I can't lease. I drive too much.
Not if you get a job at Lifetime.
Wait, well, yeah, I know. Well,
What if
we'll
you
see.
just drive there every day? We'll get Bobby over there. He can be your boss.
Where am I working?
Lifetime.
Nah.
We're all gonna go work in Westwood.
Why?
I don't know.
Why
I don't
not?
need to leave yet. I mean, eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the business
Yeah.
will crumble, but try to sell it before that happens.
Yeah.
Ooh, do you guys want to buy a business?
Do you want to buy a car?
You want to buy a Jeep?
It's almost like it's almost
trade.
like it's
We'll
almost
do a
like some of the
trade.
NBA shit going on right now. It's like, okay, well, I mean, I'll take the car, but you're probably gonna have to give me more money now.
Yeah. Yeah. Do a sign and trade. Well,
So the
sign.
Celtics are doing right now. They're in talks for it. Did you see that?
Yeah, for who? Kyrie, right?
Yeah, for the help. It's helping Kyrie in some weird way.
Yeah,
but
he
why the
gets
fuck
paid.
would you want to help
He
Kyrie?
gets paid more because the NBA is so fucking stupid and it doesn't make any sense. They have a salary cap, but it's not a real salary cap. You can like go over it.
Yeah, but baseball has a hypothetical salary cap too.
Oh yeah. Well, they don't.
No,
they don't
have a
call
cap,
it,
but they have
don't
a
call
luxury
it a cap.
tax.
Yeah, they just call it a luxury tax.
Yeah, they don't really pay that. Get the fuck out of here.
They're just like, yeah, whatever, that's fine. Just give these other guys some money. But yeah, I don't know what they like because the Celtics can give Kyrie more money than the Nets can, so they'll sign him and then trade him, and then they would have to get something back. I don't fucking know.
No, they were
How
gonna
much do you pay
trade.
yourself? What's up?
They were gonna trade. They were gonna sign Kyrie, sign Rozier,
Yeah.
send Kyrie to the Nets,
Mm-hmm.
Rozier to the Hornets, and then Kemba was gonna come here.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if that actually happened because I think Kemba may have just signed. Like
Yeah.
straight up signed.
Yeah.
But the strangest thing too is with like, I can't follow it, dude. It's just so hard to follow basketball sometimes. Like, and I enjoy watching basketball too. It's like, fuck.
No, these like this shit with like the bird rights and max contracts and super maxes
Oh,
and
Yeah.
10-year veteran bonuses. It's insane.
It doesn't. I don't understand any of it.
Insane.
It's way too complicated.
Here's the great next point. If you're a Knicks fan, you just kill
Yeah.
yourself.
Oh my god.
Really.
How do you think that the Knicks guy from fucking the Electric Factory is
Oh,
feeling
God.
right now?
I forgot about him.
Because I follow,
Man.
I'll follow Barstool all the time, and
Yeah.
like the guy KFC is like Jets, Mets, and Knicks fan, so he always talks. That's like a
How
trio.
has he not committed suicide yet?
Right? But he was just like this. He's like, what the fuck? And he's just like freaking out. He was just like, worst case scenario is if you don't get one of the top picks. He's like,
yeah.
Well, they thought they were getting Zion, Kyrie,
And KD.
and Durant,
Yeah.
and they have none.
like nothing. And now Carmelo's supposed to go to the Lakers.
Yep, I heard that. I heard Kawhi
That's
is
right.
also going to go to the Lakers.
It's just like
So
a weird
they're
time in
Clippers
like the
for
sports world. Like there's that. Who is the golfer who was on Instagram and like the male golfer was just jumping in the water.
Oh, Koepka?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was wearing a lime green thong. I sent you that, right?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
What do I give a fuck?
He's also a fucking unit. Did you see
Yeah, he's
him?
pretty thick, dude.
For a golfer, I'm just like, all right, bro. He's fucking, his back is huge.
Now the real question in this whole thing, because obviously that's not his thong, it's definitely his fucking girlfriend's.
Why are you being sexist?
Yeah, you don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that. That's fucked up. That's profiling.
I'm triggered.
You could be triggered. It's 2019. Acceptance.
So what kind of boat was this? And was the 2004 Minnesota Vikings there?
Oh, God.
Maybe.
Apparently
Potentially.
we're just switching fucking clothes and...
I plead the fifth.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't there for that. I wasn't there for the Vikings one. No, I don't know.
What was like, remember Lil Wayne's interview? I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
We have video evidence, Mr. Wayne. I plead the fifth.
Was that what Chappelle ripped off? Because Chappelle did
I think it
he
might-
did
I
a
think it
skit
might have
where
been,
he was
yeah.
sitting there.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, here's one of his things. He was just like, I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
And then they were like, they like listed like 6 facts. We have video recording. We have 5 confessions from other people. I plead the fifth.
Yeah, that must be what he was making fun of.
Yeah, I think
That was
so.
a long time ago though. I didn't know Lil Wayne was popular like 02, 03. Or popular enough.
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, that was the Carter 3, right? That was his big album. That was the one that,
That was,
like,
I think that was the second
02,
one.
03?
No, that was like 2009 that came out.
Yeah,
I think you're thinking
okay.
of 01, 02. That was like Fireman when that came out. That was
Oh,
the original
yeah.
Carter.
yeah.
That was a good one.
Unless Chappelle was making fun of someone else. I mean, I'm sure there have been plenty of famous people that have
Yeah.
just been like,
Talk
Oh,
about like
yeah. If he sat there sick, wait, whatever.
talk about
Whoever.
like a life-changing moment, boys. Is that recalls like the first time I saw a real music video when I was like 10. That altered me. That like I firmly knew I was not
What?
gay at that moment.
what music video was it?
Oh, it was like I don't even fucking remember, but they were just like it was like in a.
Well, it clearly couldn't have made that
No.
big of an impression on you.
It did because like you know like when they look like they like you see the TV shows and like the little boy can't look away from the TV. That was me. I was just like this.
You know what was a great music video back in the day when they used to actually make music videos and put them on TV? Shaky Tail Feather.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Oh, that was a good one.
a great one. You know what?
I sure would have some hot girls in his too sometimes.
Oh yeah. You know which one
Spank Bang.
had a real special place in my heart that got spank banged when I was like fucking whatever 12. Was Britney Spears Toxic, the one where she was wearing the fucking like glass beads as a dress. That was
that was a good one.
oh my god.
There's definitely some moments where like
what am I doing?
yeah, I'd watch some music videos back in the day and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely as a child.
Time you're just like mental note,
Pretty-
snapshot.
Yeah. That, but well, also back then, I mean, not that we're that fucking old, but when we were like 10, 11, 12, like the internet wasn't really what it was now. So like, we also were too young to get magazines. So what did you do? You fucking watched a fucking
Oh yeah.
a sexy music video, and then you're like, all right, I'm doing this. I'm rubbing one out.
Yeah, you're just like it's going down.
Yep.
What was like? I think everyone has a video, and one of my first one was a Gwen Stefani one. Like when I was just like
okay.
a little older, I was like, okay.
She's a fucking.
Speaking of,
that's a good name, huh?
she might be hotter now at 50 than at any other point in her entire life.
They age backwards in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like
She-
did you see
she
the
said-
Adam Sandler movie with Jennifer Aniston?
Well,
I was like, yo, bitch, you like 50.
They
And I was
drink.
just like,
They drink children's blood. So.
did you listen to the Joe Rogan interview where he talks about that with like Charles, this crazy ass dude, and he's just like
Oh, the.
Alex Jones.
Yeah. They drink children's blood. Yeah.
It was awesome. I was like, no free ads.
Yeah, Joe, if you because I'm on first name basis with Joe Rogan. Joe, if you want to be a sponsor for the podcast, you just let us know.
If you want to come podcast, Bobby has a gym you can train at. He's got a bunch of kettlebells.
Yeah.
Got like a lot of weights.
Yeah, it's a cool spot. You know,
Can lift them.
whenever you're in Boston, you hit us up.
We
Because
can
I
find
know
you
I know you're listening.
You must listen.
Yeah.
I don't know why
do.
it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Fucking top 50 in Madagascar. Wow. I mean, that's just, it doesn't happen by accident.
Top 35 in Madagascar.
Yeah.
We were ranked number 35.
Segue.
Which actually
Bad
is
segue.
down from 33.
Bad segue. We're gonna be number 1 for you guys in North Korea after this take. I just watched a video about North Korea.
But North Korea isn't even
preparation.
allowed to have.
Yeah, but what's funny is the way, like, it was like they interviewed people and there's this translator, and the translator would ask the questions like when they're in North Korea. First off, I didn't fucking know you could go into North Korea. It's on my list now. I want to see it.
Yeah, fuck Hawaii, fuck Aruba, fuck Portugal and Italy. I'm going to North Korea.
Yeah, I bought a Jeep, guys. Come on, makes sense. So I want to see it now.
Adventure.
Yeah.
But
You're gonna drive the Jeep to North Korea
Yeah,
and
just
then
leave
just
it.
leave it
Yeah, I
there.
can fucking let it roll right into the DMZ. Whoever destroys it has my allegiance. But like, okay, like real shit. This video, like you talk about it, and like he was just like, it literally. Remember the movie that came out on Netflix?
Oh, that movie.
I fucking
That movie
identical.
on Netflix.
Like the
what are you
it's the
talking
one
about?
with about like it's supposed to be released with Seth Rogen about North Korea.
Oh,
and
the
then-
interview.
The interview.
Yeah.
It is fucking like identical to the interview where like these people are on the ground planting fucking grass. And like he would be like, "Are you here because you want to be?" And like the translator says whatever in Korean, and then like they say Korean, he says Korean, he speaks back, and he was just like, "Oh, they say they love working. Working makes the country stronger." And I was like, "Fuck." I was like, "All right." And then like he goes back and forth, and like the guy like started throwing these really bullshit bait questions, and he like looks at the translator, and he's like, "When you work throughout the day, these hard long hour days, does thinking about making your ruler happy make you work harder?" And like the translator said it, they said it back, and he was just like, "When I think about making my ruler happy, I can never stop working." And I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "This is legit."
This is literally the interview. Did they go by a fake grocery store with plastic fruit in the front?
That's what
too?
he was like implying. Like he was like, it was all set up because like if you get like permission to go for the interview, they only take you in certain spots.
Yeah.
And like in this video, it's like midday and there's like 5 people on the street.
Have you seen that movie?
I probably fell asleep during it.
Bobby's like highly unentertained by
No,
this podcast
actually,
so far.
I just caught a glimpse of the weather outside. The only thing I thought was it looks like the conditions where Bishop Pickering almost got a course record in Caddyshack, and then was struck by lightning
Yeah.
and renounced his faith.
I gotta watch that movie again. That's a good movie.
That was
That
on
movie's
yesterday.
awesome.
We watched the
I
second
watched.
half of it pretty much.
Yeah, and then I actually watched the end of it the night before too.
Oh,
I
right.
fucking love that movie. Actually, and underrated part. So obviously, the thing with Caddyshack is at the Cinderella story, Bill Murray, Carl Spackler,
Yeah.
he's hitting the flowers, and he made the entire thing up as he went.
Right.
So
It
that's
was-
like
it was
that's
totally ad lib.
Yeah, he just made it up.
Yeah.
And I was actually like listening to it for like the math that he did. So he's like, okay, on the tee at Augusta, 455. He's gonna hit about a 2-iron. He's like, oh, he got all of that one, 350 in. So he allegedly hit this 2-iron 105 yards. Then it's like, oh, it's 350. He's gonna hit about a 5-iron. It's like, oh, you got all of that one, and he's got 195 in. So he hit that 5-iron 155 yards. So the 5-iron is A, going further than the 2-iron, and B, it's just these are not good distances. So he's 195 out. He hits the 8-iron. That's the one he holes out. So he holes out the 8-iron from 195 after hitting a 2-iron 105, allegedly getting all of each one. And I just that movie's just fantastic.
Yeah. Bill
They just-
Murray is hilarious.
Just made it up on the fly too.
How did you ever feel about Happy Gilmore as a golf guy?
Happy Gilmore is a great movie.
Good.
Very quotable, very enjoyable, and I watched it not too long ago, and I think it holds up. On the other hand, Little Nicky does not hold up.
See, don't do that to me because these
I
are like
love
prime.
Mickey.
Doesn't hold up.
These are like movies I probably wasn't supposed to watch when I was a kid, but my
Oh,
parents
yeah.
would be like, fuck it.
Yeah, whatever.
Big
Because
Daddy
back-
also
'cause
holds
back,
up.
back
Oh,
then,
Big Daddy is
people
the
really
classic.
cared.
Adam
Big Daddy
Sandler.
holds up.
We go on this Adam Sandler rant. He had a good like 10 movie run,
Yeah.
and right when he made that animated movie, it kind of started to suck, and he went
Yeah,
downhill.
Crazy Nights.
Like Spanglish, dude. No one wants to fucking watch Spanglish.
No.
Stick to your shit.
Click was awful.
How the fuck did Grown Ups 1 get a sequel?
Yeah,
I don't know.
honestly never saw it.
I saw Funny People, and it wasn't very funny.
No.
Yeah,
But The Cobbler on Netflix, pretty good.
haven't seen it.
homework. And also the new one is pretty good too.
I haven't seen any of his new stuff.
If you want a real life look, if you're a single man, probably if you listen to this, right? You're a single man.
You're probably in your parents' basement.
Except
right
for
now.
Derek.
Except Derek.
If you probably, most likely, so you, right? If you're listening to this or you want to know what it's like to be in a relationship for more than a year and a half, watch the new Adam Sandler movie. You gotta fucking, and I was just like, I texted my girlfriend watching it and I was like, have you seen this? She's like, yeah, and I was like, this is us. If you've seen any of it, it's just like one scene, and I know like you guys both been in long-term relationships. Sam is talking, like they bump into like this extremely hot girl.
Yeah.
And guy, and all of a sudden like he's talking to her, she gets jealous, they move on down on like further in the boat, and they just start like going back and forth each other, like making fun of each other and taking like shots at each other. And I was like, this is really what it's like. It's like subtle thoughts. It's like, oh, you can't shoot. It's like, oh, well, I wish that lasted more than 2 minutes like yesterday. Like, and I was like, this is what it's like to be in a relationship. It's just mental terrorism.
I like that, mental terrorism.
It is. Like, it's out of fear. Like, sometimes I'll come, like, my girlfriend's coming over, and I was like, I'll check my room to make sure it's clean because the mental terrorism I'll go through of the nudges.
Yeah. You're like, oh, wow, your room's so clean. Like, all right, I get it. I know it's not.
Oh, you finally decided to put away all the trash from your bedroom.
Yeah, Bobby does.
I don't think.
They are mental.
I mean,
terror.
I've certainly had my fair share of unhealthy relationships, but I don't think I've ever had like stuff that bad. And also, it's been a very long fucking time, so I just probably.
I've listened to you guys' podcasts. You haven't got laid in a long time.
Yeah.
On the record, it sounds like Bobby is at least.
Me? What is laid? I don't even fucking know.
I'm in a relationship. I was just like, what is sex?
Fucking different.
Yeah.
That's like a different language.
Now, you know you've been in a long-term relationship when it gets to the point where sometimes like you think about it and then you think about the prospect of falling asleep 20 minutes earlier. You're like, oh man.
You're like, man, this would just be so much better to just go to sleep.
I'm just like, or like when they're like, when you start a relationship, you're like, oh, I'm gonna lay next to you, I'm gonna cuddle, and now you're just like, that's a lot of body heat. You're like,
dude, that's the worst. Cause I also run super fucking hot. Like I'm hot all the time.
Yeah.
I sweat. It could be 30 fucking degrees outside, and I'm gonna be sweating. I'm just a hot person.
Yeah, you are.
just ignore that.
That's what Frederick or whoever the fuck was here the other night said.
Who?
When I asked you what his name was. You tried to give me some fake story.
Yeah. So, moving right along.
Missing golf in the morning.
Yeah.
I want to know I got pee, so I
I
just speak louder so I can hear your story. It's very interesting.
So I missed golf the other morning, yesterday morning actually, because I got hung up Friday night.
With a girl.
Yeah.
Which is a good road trip. That's a real obscure road trip reference.
Yeah,
If you got that, if you can get that, then we can hang out because that is as obscure as it. That was so obscure that I got a kick out of it, and then it definitely went right to explaining it. Outside, it just sounded like the weirdo. It's like with a girl. It's a weird thing to add to the conversation.
Yeah, that's a great movie. I haven't seen that movie in such a long fucking time. So anyway, yeah. So,
Speaking of that movie, I'll get to your story because you're so stupid. Every time fucking Chris sees Mitch, here for the feeding. Another road trip reference.
Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, I missed golf on Saturday morning because I got caught up with some stuff Friday night.
What's his name?
Frederick, that's what we established.
Okay.
His
Yeah,
name,
you tried to give me some bullshit that was some girl's name, but I wasn't buying it.
so his name is Fred.
I also think he bought a fake purse to like leave at the bottom of the stairs so that I would think that it was like a girl or something, but he ain't fooling me.
Yeah, it's all just a decoy. So then I was gonna use this as my final thought, but fuck it. I was gonna say I went to an impromptu Bowling for Soup concert on Friday.
And he can confirm one of my biggest takes on any topic ever. When you go to a concert, everyone smells like smoking wet dog.
Yes. So me and Fred is the name that we'll use. We got dinner, like had a couple drinks, and we're in the Worcester area, like right down the street from the Palladium. Because I work in Worcester or whatever, it's close to my office, whatever. We go by the Palladium and there's a fucking giant line out the door, and we're like, wow, I wonder who's there, like playing, like who's the concert? And they had like one of those LED signs above it, and as we were driving by, it said Papa Roach. And I was like, dude, imagine if it's Papa Roach. So whatever, we get to
shut up, Bobby. You'd be all about
yeah,
it.
we
You'd be like,
fucking
I'm going
hate
in.
Papa Roach.
Oh, you don't.
So
your emo ass self probably jammed up the stars for at least 6 months.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Put the lyrics to fucking Last Resort on my grave.
yeah. So we get to dinner, and I'm like, fuck.
I'm gonna get a huge Jacoby Shaddix fucking back tattoo.
Let's see what this is. Who's there? So we look it up, and it's Bowling for Soup and Real Big Fish, and we just kind of look at each other, and we're like, do you want to just go to this? And I was like, fuck it, yeah, sure, why not? Like, the tickets are $25. We just bought tickets at the door and walked in, because, surprise, a Bowling for Soup concert in 2019 wasn't sold out.
So it probably didn't sell out in 2004 either.
Yeah, but
It
it
might not
ended
sell
up...
out, but it makes Frederick put out.
That's a good point. That's a good take.
So it was actually like fucking fun. Like the concert, like it was hilarious. Like they were pretty decent. Like we were mostly just making fun of them, and like because they were old and fat now, and then Real Big Fish is like very strange.
Ska band.
So it was a lot of like making jokes about them and like the people that were there. So we go down. We sat up like in the fucking top section. So at one point we go down to like the floor level, and it's just a giant fucking mosh pit, and that's when all the people smelled like smoke and wet dog.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and we did not belong. Like we were not dressed for a concert.
Bowling for Soup concert.
For a Bowling for Soup concert, yeah.
You probably are appropriately dressed right
A
now.
lot of black cargo pants.
Yep.
A
lot of black.
Vans.
Yes, a lot of ripped black shirts.
And then just another random band tee.
Ripped jeans. Yeah.
What was the average age?
38.
I was gonna say 30, 34.
Because
we were for sure the youngest ones there.
So you can always go good or bad when you're the youngest people there sometimes. You never know.
No, you don't want too many young people there because they fuck everything up, and then older people then fuck everything up. So the first concert I went to was at the DCU Center, and Avenged Sevenfold headlined, Hollywood Undead opened, but Stone Sour was like in the middle, and I didn't actually realize that Stone Sour was pieces of Slipknot. And I thought they were just like the Through the Glass band. But turns out that they actually played some moderately heavy stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, before they get on the set, there's some guy there, he's a little bit older, he was probably like in his 40s. He goes, fucking concerts, man. These kids just go around, they throw fists, they throw elbows, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know, no one fucking does anything about it. He goes, it's insane. So, like, the first chord is played. This guy takes a full beer, whips it off some kid's face, and starts beating the hell out of everybody.
Awesome.
I'm like,
awesome.
where the fuck am I? Like,
Jesus.
where the fuck am I?
Good story time. So, you know when WAAF was the shit and they'd do their
Yeah.
concert at Gillette?
Yeah.
Maybe bad parenting, but I went when I was like 9. Alright, so, backstory. I get down to that type of music. Secondly, when I was younger, my mom's fiance at the time.
So when you say get down, do you mean you enjoy it or you bone during it?
Whatever. Leave that up to the imagination. Depends on how I'm feeling. Am I driving a Jeep or a Prius? But like back to that. So we're there and like talking about mosh pits and shit. And I was like 9, so I was getting to the point where he was like in my life pretty consistently. Like they were dating for like 3 or 4 years. That I was starting to test. So I was just like, I'm the big fucking man. I was like, I might be a fat pudgy, but I got the biggest balls in this house, right? And so he goes to the concert, and we got the tickets, and the only reason I ended up going is because he knew the people who ran the stage. Mm-hmm. So we got in for free, and something was going on where my mom had to go somewhere, so smart parenting move, don't miss out, just take us, right? Like, so he took us, and it was like me, and he was like my stepbrother, who's like 2 years younger than me, and we're walking towards the stage. Slipknot comes on.
Oh boy.
It was either Slipknot or POD, something close to that.
Probably Slipknot.
And
POD is a weird dynamic.
Yeah.
A lot of dreadlocks in the crowd. For POD.
WAAF is like Warped Tour. Like they had some weird shit going, and they never had like a set genre. Like Godsmack played the day before. Like, you know what I mean? They were just like, "You're good, come in."
Yeah.
So we're going, and I remember like we're walking through, and he looks at us, and he's like, "Don't let go of my shirt. We'll be good." Because like what happens is like the old Gillette Stadium kind of like, or not? Might have been the old one. Yeah, old one. You can't get.
Foxborough Stadium.
Yeah, you can't. There was like we didn't have a way to get back around stage. Like you had to go through the side, and we got there later. So he's like cut in, but we had to pass, and I was like, all right, because like we watched the rest of the concert from like behind the stage, so it was pretty legit. And we're going in, and all of a sudden like Slipknot comes on, and like there's like fucking religious reference. There's like the parting of the Red Seas. There's like these holes that open up, and people are just like eyes closed, a haymaking fist, and I was like, that's badass. And next thing I know, like some old drunk dude grabbed me and my little brother, just pushed us in, and this dude Billy just turns and sees us because we yelled for him, and I've never seen like eyes of fire before. I swear to God, he like stunned 2 people, punched 2 people. He like literally he dropped the whole mosh pit, and I was just like not fucking with him, and he just walked us out. Like I vividly remember the sound of his fist making contact with a man's face, and I was just like, that's so aggressive. And at that time, I was like, so cool. And then at the end, he's like, don't tell your mom.
How was the concert? Good. That's all you said.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got him out. I was just like, you won't believe what happened.
Oh my God, Mom! He fucked someone up. That's too funny. How'd that go over?
Not in front of us, but it probably didn't go over well. And he was probably like, this motherfucker, this fat pudgy fuck.
I'm never taking him anywhere ever again.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. I remember it. I was just like, that was your hot take. But I don't know if it smelled like hot dog or not, but I was like, those people got fucked up.
Yep. Well, it's insane. I went to Warped Tour probably 4 years ago, something like that. Place was insane. Just absolute mayhem. Actually, there's a metal festival this Friday.
Oh, Jesus.
Disrupt.
Warped Tour is going on. It was this weekend at in Atlantic City.
Yeah, I was just saying. I think they're doing like limited things now.
But yeah, here's the thing: is because fucking Gillette got soft, and now it's all Chesney and country music.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say they even got soft on that, but Warped Tour is only like limited cities now, so there's like some other thing that's like way fewer bands on Friday.
Who is it now?
It's like Memphis Mayfire, Sleeping with Sirens, Story So Far.
Oh, hey, who's that?
Used.
Who's the band I meant to ask you that we listened to the other day that not all they do, but most of their songs are covers?
Our Last Night.
That's what I thought. I was looking. They popped up on that Pop Goes Punk.
Yeah.
I can't speak. Pop
Goes
Punk. That's hard to say.
Yeah, Our Last Night does a good job of the covers.
The covers, yeah. Shout out Our Last Night. Check them out. Sponsor us.
Speaking of like concerts, I went one year to a Tim McGraw concert, and one thing I'll give like rock and country, at least it sounds legit when you go. Like I've gone to some rap ones.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how it smelled, but I've never been so intoxicated in my life.
So that's the reason why I stopped going. I had the impromptu concert that I went to on Friday was the first concert I'd been to in probably 2 years, if not more than that. Because the reason why I stopped going to concerts, I also typically went to country concerts, throwing some Dave and other shit in there, but whatever. It's because just that I would get so fucked up.
Accidentally, you don't mean to.
You don't mean to, but when the opening acts, like especially for Country Fest, if the opening act goes on at 5:30, that means that they open the gates probably at like 11:30. So you're there waiting in line for them to open the parking lots at like fucking 10:30. So literally, as soon as you get in, and you're drinking at 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So by the time 5:30 rolls around, you're still not going in because no one goes in for the opening guy.
Dude.
You're drinking until like fucking 6:30 from 11:30. So by the time you get in, and everyone's famous last words are, "Oh, I'm just gonna drink during the tailgate. So when we go in, I won't buy a beer when I'm inside." But by that point, you're already wicked fucked up, and you go inside, and you're like, "Who wants beers?" Like, so then you buy more, you get more fucked up, and you end up not remembering the fucking show.
So I was at the Tim McGraw concert, and like the year Brantley Gilbert blew up in like 2013, 2012.
Yeah.
So we went there, and now I was 21, 22 at the time, so half the crew was old enough, and there was like 5 that weren't. And if you know Comcast, it's not Comcast Center, whatever it is.
It's Xfinity now.
Xfinity. They can be fucking toad dicks, like chode dicks with alcohol drinking, right?
Yeah.
So they like came by and they were like IDing people, and I was fucking hammered. I was like, oh, we'll be good. My buddy's like, I should hide. And I was like, we're good. I'm 21. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, well, law states. I was like, it's my alcohol. We're good. And then it turns out like they snuck up behind us, and it was just like, so like it was like enough. There's like 20 of us total in this whole group, so we had like 13, like maybe like 10 coolers full at this point of like thing, and like it's just like when you're that young, dude, way too much alcohol, kind of.
Yeah, you don't.
Go back to like what you said in your dorm, like double that probably. If you like, make sure you listen to the old podcast if you haven't to get a reference. But there was like double that.
When I got arrested.
There was like double that, right? And then all of a sudden my buddy tells me, he's like, I don't even talk to him anymore when he sees me. It's like one of those moments he always brings up. He's like, yeah, he was like confiscating the coolers to the left. So to paint the picture, people, like we parked 4 cars across if you ever go there. Mm-hmm. This way we got the next row, 4 and 4. So the cops started on like car 1, like this way, and I'm all the way in the other car and I see him. And I pick up 430s that we haven't opened yet. Of Bud Light. I literally like I stack 2 on top of each other. I pick it up and he just like looks over and he sees me like scurrying away with it. And I was close to blackout at this point. The story gets better. And he was just like, all I do is I see them taking our alcohol and I see you like look left right, pick up 430s, like stack 2 on top of each other and run away with them and hide them and come back later on. And he was like, it was just the most like, it's like one of those images you don't forget. And I was like, oh, it's a great moment. Because then I hit him behind someone else's car. And I went to go take a piss. And dude, Brantley Gilbert's a man. I went to go take a piss. The porta potty line was long. So I like walk into the woods and I just like, I hear this like golf cart roll up next to me.
Yeah.
And I think I was like, oh, I'm going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
But everyone pisses in the woods there. So it's like not an issue.
Right.
And he rolls up next to me and he starts like taking a piss. And who is it but fucking Brantley Gilbert drinking beer, rolling around. And I was like, I went back to the group. No one believed me for so long. I was like, dude. I was like, I just took a piss with Brantley Gilbert.
That's a cool fucking story, though.
Yeah, I didn't say anything to him. Minus I was just like, hey.
Oh, hey, man, how's it going?
Yeah, it's not the scene to really talk to him because it's like, you know, I'd be like, nice dick.
I should have. That would have been the best. But like, no one really believed me, so I went back and told people. It's like, if I was there with you guys, I'd probably be like, yeah, sure, dude, you fucking hammered. And then like when he was on stage, he was like, you guys were so cool. He's like, I went around the cart. He's like, I hopped out, saw everyone. And they were like, oh fuck, he was on the cart. Like,
that was. Oh wow.
But I drank an insane amount of beer. Like that was probably like.
You always do. That's what happens with country concerts.
And the 4th of July.
Yo, well, that's coming up.
Yeah. I try to like be good, and then I always tell myself, I'm like, I'm done drinking, I'm good. I got it under control this time. Next thing you know, I'm just like, my brain changes the story. So the last 3 times I've either thrown up or blacked out, I wake up the next day, I'm like, oh, we had like 4 drinks, and my girlfriend's like, you had 10, you had 12, you had 15, and I'm like, I don't believe it.
Yeah, it's like, I've gotten much better at keeping myself under control. Unless I'm home, like if I'm here or if we're out somewhere, like when we were in Portland, like if I know that like I don't have to go anywhere and like I'm just like staying somewhere, and then also like who's there plays a big factor into that. So like if I'm out somewhere or like I'm on a date or like I'm just hanging out, like if it's just us 2 or like Jamie's here or whatever, like I'll get a little loose, you know, like, but I'm not gonna get like completely fucked up. But if there's like 8, 9, 10 people here and like Vinny's here and Finn and all those guys, I'm getting fucked up. I'm staying up until 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna be completely fucked up.
You guys might be still up when I wake up for golf on the 4th of July.
I think I used to have bad FOMO, so I'd always be the one who had to stay up. And now that I'm older, I'm just like, pretty drunk guys.
Yeah.
I'll Irish goodbye the fuck out of you. They'll be like, his car's still here. I'll be like, Ubered home. They're like, what happened? The only one who'd probably catch me is Bobby, because I feel like he'd be like smart enough to be like, oh, that's a good move. Then I'll come pick up my car in the morning and I won't even fucking say hi or bye. I'm so good about it.
You know,
I should be a one-night stand. Like,
then you'd be a
very self-sufficient. I'd be like,
what are you doing tonight? We'll keep the camera rolling.
Yeah.
Maybe we can monetize the video.
Sarcasm fucks.
Sarcasm fucks. There we go. So
At the
it's
end of the
important.
thing, sarcasm spoke.
Spoke.
Spoked? Plural of like poked.
Spoked. Yeah. Dude, we can. What's it called? Tricycle. What was that thing called? What were the
Tricentennial.
The high school kids. What were they calling it? Tripod.
The tripod
The
club.
tripod club. I thought it was
man.
the tricycle for a second.
You'll always be hip because you work with like high school kids. You should always
I will
know
never
what's
be
going on.
fucking hip. Like,
Yeah, I
ever.
feel like it's the opposite. Like I feel like you'll understand the stuff, but you don't.
I'm
like,
not
'cause
fucking. Well, here's the thing. I'm not fucking hip. Like I don't like the music these fucking kids listen to.
Can we just stop saying hip now? Can we
Yeah,
get over that?
No, man,
don't-
I'm real hip. I'm real hip.
Well, you said it. You started this.
I did.
I don't like the music
But
or
I also
anything
look
they listen
like
to. I never know.
Aristotle out
I
of the
never know.
70s.
True. You look like you should be held 500 to 1,000 yards from a school.
Fuck off. If I was in the 70s, I'd fuck right now.
Yes.
I told you we got the camera going right now. We'll go after
Only
it.
issue.
Gay porn makes a lot of
Long
money.
time ago.
You make a lot. You make probably make like $3,000 a pop.
I'm good.
I want a piece of that action.
Do you know
Yeah,
that? Did you know that
I'll
like
produce that,
porn actually isn't like you can make a lot of money, but like per video, it's not that much money. So like that's why a lot of dudes do gay porn that aren't actually gay.
Have you considered
Because
this?
you make like $3,000 a pop. I have not. I just I'm not there yet. I'm not at that point.
It seems like you've done your research.
Well, they've talked about it on a different podcast that I
Oh
listen
yeah,
to.
yeah.
They had
Can we get a name for the podcast?
it's called Drinking Bros. They had
Lies.
Tiana Trump on.
Bro, you ever hear her stories? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
She's a dirty girl.
I have on that podcast.
It's like there was like something where like she was linked to like she was like one time that she's a girl and she's like I drove like 100 miles for sex one night because I wanted it and I was like can't
That's
get my
far.
girlfriend to come over.
Yeah, how long have you guys been together?
Yeah, well that's my why.
Yeah. Yeah. Him.
All right, we're going on. We just passed our 3 years. Like sex is like it's like a once a year. It's like anniversary. I we should probably do that. Gates are closed.
Actually, there's a guy
So
on.
you're essentially kind of married.
Pretty much.
I would say there's a guy on Twitter, and I don't know if he's going through a divorce, separation. I don't know. It's like he puts out some really funny stuff, but and funny I mean like weird. It's kind of like, that's humorous, but it's also kind of concerning because I don't know the status of your relationship. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
but like he even says too. He goes, "Here's how all marriage therapy should go. The therapist should be 21 years old. You walk in there, okay. What were things that you used to do that you no longer do? Why don't you do them? Okay, does this make any fucking sense to you? Because typically it's like, oh, well, we used to have like a lot of sex, whatever. And it's like, oh, why not? Well, it's like, yeah, okay, problem solved.
There
Like
you go.
either fucking stop hanging out with each other or just start fucking again.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude, sex, it's like a magic key. Like, I had one girlfriend, I wanted to break up with her forever.
Just
And
a
I'd be like,
I had one girlfriend that
that's a
I
different
went.
story, alright?
You told well, we talked about that.
Oh yeah, I dated
Yeah.
another girl and I was just like, alright, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, we're gonna break up.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'd be like, oh, I can't do it now.
There was the one girl I went back to like 3 fucking times. she couldn't do it.
Dude, I've had some like crazy ones like that and I was just like, I'm gonna do it. It's healthy.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
it, like-
It's like no, it's gonna be different this time.
Yeah.
It's not. And guess what? It wasn't different the second time.
Or
and,
the third.
and it wasn't different the third time either.
Unless you're comparing the third to the second, which in case those are exactly the same.
Yeah.
Man, it's like Black Mirror reference, right? You know how like when the episode where like they can go in and watch like clips of their
Oh,
life.
yeah.
And I was like, man, you know what's funny? I read that, I was like, that's fucking stupid because men don't need that. Like any man could fucking just yank it to like they have like photographic
To a
memory
music video.
after- no,
to shake your tail feather.
But I was like, that's ridiculous. I was like, that's the chick thing because like any dude could just fucking yank it to any time they had sex. They
Or
could
the
be like,
toxic music video.
2013, yep, that was a good one. They're like, yep, that's there.
That is actually pretty.
But it's so fucking stupid because I was like, every guy, for most sex, like men have a photographic memory of the sex they've had. Like they can recall at least with that one person one time where like if you really needed to get the juices flowing, like
Oh yeah.
if you're gonna go for a spank session, you could be like, okay, I got one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. For sure. I could do a recall. Some of them I was pretty drunk for.
Yeah, I was say some of them they would require being drunken recalls.
Yeah, some of them would need drunken recalls. Yeah, but yeah, I could for sure do that.
I just don't get it. Like I was like, I watched Black Mirror and I'm like, we're already there. People fear this technology, and I was like, dude, we live in it. Like,
Yeah, guys have been doing this forever.
Literally ever.
yeah, I was just like, bro, I got you.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll just recall a music video. I don't even need the.
Oh, it's the worst. And it's like when you're innocently watching Caddyshack and like a commercial pops on and you're like, pause.
Or you could also be just casually watching Caddyshack and Lacey Underall fucking rolls on in. She was super hot.
Yeah, that was on the IFC too, and they had titties on TV.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. Boobs
Do you
on
know how
TV.
you know porn's taking over the world one step at a time?
It's because people don't care about fucking tits being on TV anymore.
No, free the nipple, obviously. But what was it? You know, who's the guy who invented the Teslas? What's his name?
Elon
Musk.
Yeah.
He tweeted out, he was just like, I like to see, on his Twitter, he's like, I like to see my cars being used appropriately. And it was like, a porn star is just like, it's like, porn star fucked in Tesla as she drives. And it's like the next video he screenshot under was like, porn star fucks dildo while driving Tesla. And it was like, porn star gives blowjob while driving Tesla. And it's like, curiosity killed the cat, obviously, right? Click.
Yeah, you have to
And
watch.
they're literally all on the highway doing like 65, and they're just fucking. She's in the passenger seat going to town, the driver's seat going to town because
Wow.
she's fucking
driving
auto
itself.
drive.
Yeah, the car just drives itself.
Shout out Joe Rogan talking about Teslas.
Shout out to Roadhead too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing high school passed, dude.
Oh yeah. You drive around.
It didn't suck though.
Driving
She
around in
didn't.
fucking high school and just like not having anything to do or anywhere to go, and you're just like, I'm just gonna keep driving. I'm just gonna let you do your thing. I'm just gonna drive.
What's funny is you think of that shit, right? And like, it's weird you brought that up. It's a couple weeks ago I had that thought, and I was just like,
It's literally
I have,
only
like-
happened in high school.
Yep.
yeah, I was like, I had.
Like, there's no way real people do that.
No, I was like, I had. I was like, I love my girlfriend, and I was like, but there's no statistical probability that ever occurs. I ran the data, and I was like, that shit ain't happening. And then like, I realistically looked, I was like, what if I dated someone else? And I was like, no, it's never gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
I was like, that's something I gotta pay
Ship
for
has
now.
sailed.
You gotta
The second you get that high school diploma, that
The
activity is no
roadhead
longer.
disappears.
Yeah.
Second their GPA raises up, their IQ goes up, roadhead goes down. Direct correlation. Spider graph it.
That's actually so true, though.
But I'm not sexist. I would have returned the favor to her, but I don't know how that worked. But
Yeah,
It's a little bit harder. There's a steering wheel in the way.
figure it out.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, problem solved.
you could also just use your hand.
There's a lot of things. It's like you could probably make like you know, like a curve, and you could be like or a pie chart when it dies out, like certain sexual activities.
Certain
like that.
sexual activities and like places
Yeah.
and like what age it stops happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
What is it? 12 to 14, waiting until everyone falls asleep to yank it. Like.
Yeah. There's a lot of really random fucking things.
Yeah, it's like 12 to 14. Parents are asleep. They're out.
Yeah.
Woo! It's like 16 to 18. This roadhead dies out. Like.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some good ones in there.
There's some good college. Like, get some shit out of college.
College.
Shout
yeah.
out Bridgewater State University.
Yep.
Only the finest.
Then
Fun story.
there was
probably.
always probably no, because I dated. It would have had to have been like, I don't know, at some point when I was still a student. I forget whether it was undergrad or grad, but I wasn't with my girlfriend that I was with at the time, obviously. But the backseat of my car became a popular place because I was.
That's where I lost my virginity.
Because I was living in Bridgewater, and I would go out in Boston, so I would drive into Boston, and then like at the end of the night, you know, you meet a girl, and she's like, "Oh, where do you live?" I'm like, Bridgewater, and that usually is followed with "Where the fuck is that?" And then it's like,
Don't worry about that. The
don't
car's
worry
over
about
here.
that. Let's just go to my car.
That dies out in college too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I was.
But oddly enough, I feel like those things probably pick up post like 30s. Like when you're in the 40s again, you get the single moms, second husband, hate their lives. I feel like it's like it dips, but it comes back up.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that one coming back up because you do need to.
recurring
Sometimes you
character.
have to be on the DL.
Yeah.
But it's more in minivans.
Well, you need space. I mean, it's just a wiser choice.
Bro, minivan completely functional.
Where's the? All right, here's one. Where is the most unconventional place that you've had sex?
Probably just based on where it was. Indoor hot tub in a hotel room.
Ooh.
Okay.
So there's nothing like crazy about that. It's just I had the situation
Yeah.
presented to me.
Okay.
It wasn't like a Walmart bathroom in Pennsylvania en route to Florida, but because I've also only seen a hot tub in a hotel room once, and it was there.
Yeah.
Craziest story. I
It's
don't
like
know.
we have to take advantage of this.
Yeah.
I guess we can
how do
count-
you not?
Right.
If you can count as penetration, the best one ever is I was on the phone and
Tell me you were talking to your mom.
no, this was high school, and I was on the phone with I think it was like my employer or something, whatever, like because I wasn't coming in, and the girlfriend just started like sucking me off.
Okay.
That was the kinkiest, but the weirdest I think was definitely like
Or like most non-conventional.
I had sex in a bed when other people were in there.
In the
It
bed?
was like a king bed, yeah.
With you.
That's sneaky D.
All right. Did they,
So,
did they
the other
know?
people were in the bed?
Oh yeah.
Did they
Awake
know?
or asleep?
I don't know. I just left it as is.
Yeah.
Never
I mean,
discussed it again.
I haven't done that exactly, but when I was in college, I took a girl home, and my roommate also took a girl home, and it's college, so we were in a double, and we were both, doing our thing, like literally 4.5 feet away from each other. We just didn't give
Did
a
you
fuck.
guys sync up?
Who
No.
lasted longer?
No. Well, they got back before we did. So I won by default, but they started before us. But I think the most unconventional place was at on a pier in Boston, on a fucking bench while like people were walking around.
So I probably definitely watched that on Pornhub.
It was literally like after
Two
going
college students on a pier.
You think you're some innocent man?
It was
she
like
was just
after
like
a
she
bar.
made like $3,000 off you.
Yeah, I know. Right?
College students banging
She
doggy
was
style.
she was fucking crazy. She literally insane. Like, I think you may have met her. It was while I lived at Access. I don't know if it was the time when I was living alone or you were in yet.
Just the Mormon girl?
Yes. Yes, that was her.
Yep.
She was a
You
Mormon.
could just say Mormon, and I was just like, that sounds
She
strange.
was fucking crazy.
Well, you noticed me weird.
Like, you want a good time? Probably go hang out with the fucking people who ride horse buggies in Pennsylvania.
The next morning,
Rumspringer.
she came back.
Where is that, and when does that occur? How far do they usually make it on this weekend? What town do they usually attend?
Yeah. Oh man, they're fucking.
If you're single,
Rumspringer in
if
Mansfield,
you're,
Massachusetts.
no, fuck off. If you're single and you're in Pennsylvania and you're not trying to line up with that for the Amish,
Yeah.
you're a disservice. Like
Yeah.
Penn State, you should be like,
I
you
feel
should
like-
literally throw up signs if you're like a fraternity.
I
there,
feel
you
like
should-
that's gotta be a thing for like a fraternity initiation or something. Like you have to go bang an Amish chick. Like that's gotta be one of them.
Probably.
Fuck.
I mean, how would it not be?
Yeah. Oh god.
That just doesn't count, I guess, in their world. They're like, well, you just
Well, I said, that's
we
it,
deleted you for 48
It
hours.
almost seems too
welcome back.
conventional. You might have to do it like on top of a cow or something.
Yeah, that's true. There's one, I forget what it is. It might be Amish actually. They're like not allowed to look at each other. Like you have to like put a sheet over them and then you just cut like a hole.
That sounds a little more like Handmaid's Tale than anything else.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I could have just made that up too.
Sounds like a Middle Eastern thing.
Yeah, that definitely sounds, yeah.
Yeah, like you're not allowed to like look at each other.
That's strange.
I didn't know if it was that or what's the one? Yeah.
Also,
that's
it's like a
Mormon,
Bruce
right?
Willis movie,
Utah.
but what?
The Utah people? That's
Oh,
Mormon,
they-
right?
yeah,
That doesn't sound Mormon.
No.
Could be a BYU thing.
Yeah. They soak.
So weird.
Do you know what that is?
I don't want to know.
Do you know what soaking
I don't
is?
think I
If
want
you have to
know
ask,
that.
you can't afford it.
Where is it in line with Z Jobs?
Yeah.
Great movie. So you know what sucks about What I Do for Work is that so many people don't get my references to movies because they're really like you think the movies I'll reference they're really shitty movies that no one gets.
They're also like a lot of the kids like weren't born when a lot of these movies came out.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about my coworkers like.
Oh, your coworker. Oh yeah, no, because like real people don't watch the movies I watch.
Yeah. Like I enjoy Beer Fest and fucking
Oh, great movie.
Puddle Cruiser, Super Troopers, like the whole Broken Lizard thing. They're great.
Right now.
And Little Nicky, despite what you said that it
Just doesn't hold up, man.
It's a great
I'm telling
movie.
you.
It's a great movie.
I think I dropped on Bobby's thing a Floyd Christmas quote or
Lloyd Christmas.
Lloyd
Christmas.
Lloyd, yeah,
Lloyd Christmas.
yeah. Harry and Lloyd. That was a great fucking movie. There was a lot of.
How about
really
the premise
good
for
movies.
like the third one when he's just like I played retarded for like 20 years to play this practical joke on you. I was like, that's the best thing I've ever
I
heard.
haven't seen it. I don't know if I will.
Yeah, I haven't.
So I haven't seen
Oh.
the sequel to Dumb and Dumber, Anchorman, or Super Troopers. I'm
So let's
almost
go
afraid.
first one. Anchorman sequel wasn't that good.
No, it wasn't that good.
No, it wasn't that good. It wasn't worth it.
Didn't watch it.
I thought Super Troopers 2 was decent. It got a lot of really bad reviews, but I didn't hate it.
Well,
I
some
thought it
people
was good.
peg those movies down because it's like, oh, it's just the same jokes. It's like, yeah, but I found those jokes funny.
I
Right.
still find it funny.
Yeah, I
I've
still
been saying it
laugh.
forever. Like I still watch Billy Madison. I'm like, oh, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Little Nicky.
I made
Still a
a
good movie.
I made a Billy Madison reference the other day.
Little Nicky. So here's my thing with Little Nicky. It was a lot better when we were in middle school than it is like
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Now, one of the most classic scenes, very referenceable, is when Hitler gets the pineapple shoved up his ass.
Right.
That is phenomenal. That holds up.
Right.
But like Popeye's chicken is a shiznit. Like that's.
You know what's even more relatable as I fucking talking about bring it back to Adam Sandler movies is Big Daddy. As you like, we're at the age where you associate with people who have kids now, and I'm like, you
Yeah.
are just a little dick. I was like, I assume like that's how women feel when they argue with you. Like I was watching like my nephew. He was just like, my sister was like, what did we say about throwing rocks? And he was like, he has like a little list, and he's like, we don't throw rocks. And she's like, what are you gonna do? He's like, I'm gonna put it down. And she's like, you gonna put it down? He's like, yeah, real quick, close your eyes, mommy.
One of my fucking clients, her kids are like 3 and 6. They just decided to start pissing all over the garage. So she's like, okay, well, you guys are gonna clean that up. And it was taking her like a couple minutes to find like the fucking brushes, the scrub, whatever. So the 6-year-old's going around like, so are we doing this or what? Like, it's like, dude, so not only did you just piss all over the garage and I'm gonna make you clean it up, and now you're fucking giving me shit for it. It's like, what? How the fuck? What the fuck? How the
Dude,
fuck
they're
do I win this one?
they're like little mental terrorists, like more
Yeah.
with people's kids. And just like, fuck. I was like, you're
Yeah.
good. I was
Yeah.
like, I would let you win. I was like, I
Yeah.
couldn't handle that.
I went to the Snatch or I call it the Snatch, the Fresh Catch. It's the deli like down the street, the butcher shop, whatever. And so I'm going in, and this dad is coming out, and he's got his little daughter. She had to have been like 5 or 6 years old, and they're about to walk into the parking lot. And he's like, "Hold my hand," and she goes, "No, I don't want to hold your hand." He goes, "Well, you have to hold my hand. We going through the parking lot." She goes, "No, I don't want to," and they're just standing right there. And he goes, "Well, do you want the cookie that I bought in the bag?" She goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, if you want the cookie, then you have to hold my hand." And then she held his hand, and they walked out. And as I was walking by, he goes, "It's like negotiating with a terrorist."
It's so true though. They're
It's
so
like,
good.
How do I win? That's literally that's exactly his words. He goes, "It's like negotiating with a terrorist." This is
Yeah,
awful.
when you punish them, you punish yourself.
If he doesn't, I would say if he doesn't have that cookie, what is he supposed to do there?
Right.
Outside of scoop and go, scoop and score.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
I feel
Well,
like
you're up now.
I just think like I don't have patience with certain things, so I don't know how I'd be with a kid. But I feel like I'd be the dad where people are like, I don't know how he does it, and I was just like, because I get a little pleasure out of you being tortured. You know what I mean? Like, so if I had kids and they're like, you said we're gonna have cookies, like, you ain't no fucking cookie for you. And then start crying, and I'd be like, I'd be like a bad parent. I'd be like bad mom's bad dad.
I would
I'd be
just
like, start
ignore it.
mocking.
Like, I'm really good at just ignoring shit and pretending like it doesn't matter.
Low key, you know, he'd probably be a really good Bobby. Could probably pull it off because like he has such dry sarcasm. He'd be like, "Well, I'm gonna eat the cookie."
I probably would.
He would eat it, and he'd be like, "Oh no, I'm serious."
Yeah. Oh, you didn't want to hold
The
my
kid,
hand?
your kid would be fucking
I-
tortured.
I
Dude.
hate
He'd go to school and like he'd probably get kicked out of class. Like,
I would have one of the mentally. If it was a boy, girls, I don't know how that would work. I don't know how those things exist in society, or how you fucking create or like make one work. I don't know. But if I had a boy, that would be the most mentally tough fucking boy in the entire world because I would just fuck with him all the time.
He'd be like,
Yeah.
I think my dad loves me. He's like,
Just creating some hardcore attachment issues. I'm pretty sure he doesn't hate me, but I don't know, because sometimes like he'll tell me that he got me an ice cream cake, and then he'll eat it. So I don't know.
His humor's a little dry.
Despite being lactose intolerant, he ate the entire cake.
Just to prove a point.
Guess what though?
He sure has been in the bathroom a long time.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that when your kid is our age, when they're like 25, they're like, dude, I respect the fuck out of my dad. Because when I was 5, I was a little shit, and he bought me an ice cream cake, and he ate the whole fucking thing, and he was lactose intolerant, just to prove a point.
My parents, straight up, man. Like, so when me and my little brother, it was like our birthday. It was like his birthday, and we were both celebrating it. And they're like, we're gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese. And I was like, all right. So we got in trouble before Chuck E. Cheese, so we already blew 2 strike 1. Like we're always on this 3 strike policy because we were fucking like together, dude. We're bad, but together we were just like a fucking tornado of hate, right? Like I'd be like, hey Bobby, remember that scene from yeah, but probably because we watch shows we weren't supposed to watch. I was like, remember that scene from oh man, Beavis and Butthead? And he's like, yeah, and like this is like, hold on, backstory. We'll get to the one. One day we walk into Walmart. Before we do it, we watch Beavis and Butthead, where he's like, I am Cornholio.
Yeah, and then you're going around the store doing that.
Yeah, and we walked in, and I was just like, you won't do it. And he's like, I'll get in trouble. And I was like, no, you won't. Because like I was older than him, I could just like be like, you're good. As like this mental power.
Yeah.
And but like my parents always knew it was my idea, so I would always get fucked too, right? And I'd be like, but he did it. And we walked into the Brockton Walmart, and I was like, you won't do it. And he's just like, no, I'll get in trouble. And I was like, do it. And he's like, no. And I was just like, fine, whatever. Like something like where like
real passive aggressive.
yeah, and I was just like, and I called him like in terms what I'd say I was like little bitch pretty much.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that word back then. And I was just like, and he's like, fine. He just fucking drops his trousers, throws his shirts overhead, spreads his ass cheeks, and he's like, I am Cornholio. Grounded for a week. We didn't buy anything at Walmart that day. We proceeded. He picked him up. And I picked him up with his pants still down and his shirt up. We exited stage right, and they looked at me and like, get the fuck in the car. Strike 1.
We know you did this.
Yeah. Another time we were at a restaurant, and I remember me and him going back and forth. He was just like, I was just like, remember when we flicked macaroni at the ceiling? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, do you think it'll stick here too? And so like when we had like 2 hands full, we're just like, and it's like a nice restaurant for something birthday. Strike 2. So that was a big one. Another one we had like. My parents' friends came over. I'm just gonna run through these stories because they're bad. Like we had him come over and he's like, "What's wrestling?" And we're like, fuck." Like because we'd always wrestle and get in trouble. They'd be like, "Go to bed," and you'd hear like no sound. You'd be like, "Off the top ropes."
With the frog splash.
Yeah. Dude. So like he was like, we had a mattress, like a spare mattress. We'd pull like we had bunk, so we'd throw that on the ground so we could wrestle and land on it. And I wondered why like my back's broken at this stage. And I remember he's like, "What is it?" And I was like, "You don't know what the flying it's like It was like a Chris Jericho move. It was like the flying butt head or something. Headbutt, the flying headbutt.
Yeah.
And he was like, what? And I was like, you've never had a flying headbutt. And he was like, all right. And I was like, Billy set him up. And he did like the fake off the ropes. And he's like, lay there. And I was like on top of my dresser. And I was like, headbutted this motherfucker right in the stomach.
Christ.
And next thing you know, a fucking little bitch rats us out. Runs downstairs to the parents.
What a bitch.
Got locked in the room. Still fucking wrestled though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I still wrestle. Always wrestle. Still wrestle now.
Yeah.
Like a dumbass.
But the best of the best is, so we got strike 1. There's a time, like, there's so many stories. There's a time, like, we got in trouble because we had a snowball fight. And then we lied to the police about it when we were like 7. And like the cop let it slide. And then like the next day we played Ding Dong Ditch because we were on break. And then the same dude came back. And then we lied to the police and our parents. And we got caught.
We used to do dumb shit like that all the time.
We just had like that good childhood of like really dumb shit. Like
that's the difference. Like we've talked about that before on the show. Is like when I was younger, like I used to get in a lot of trouble, but it was like innocent trouble. and like it wasn't that big of a deal, and I was always outside with my friends. So like we would play ding dong ditch and like get in trouble. We'd get caught by the cops, or like one of the fucking parents in the neighborhood would like call the other parents and rat us out, or like we used to play manhunt at night, and like we'd be like booking through like random people's yards in the neighborhood. And they would get pissed and they would call the cops, and then like you know what I mean, like but none of that's all innocent trouble. Like you know what I mean, like I got in trouble a lot, but it wasn't anything bad.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't like I don't know fucking trying to go meet up with some random fucking person I met on the internet who turns out is 45 and is a child rapist. You know what I mean?
But it's like crazy shit, like how different it is. Like, well,
I would say I probably pushed the rules a little bit.
Some of my stuff is bad.
Like I used to make bonfires in the woods.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, we always had it under control.
We used to go smoke weed in the woods and drink. First time I ever smoked weed, I was 12 years old. It was Super Bowl Sunday, and we smoked behind the old church in my neighborhood. It closed down, so obviously like no one was there, and we went like tucked in the back of the building. And I remember I was so fucking paranoid. Obviously I'd never smoked weed before, it was the first time. And I could smell it in my nose because I was just breathing. So like when I went home that day and was watching the Super Bowl with my parents, I was like, oh my god, all I can smell is weed. They can smell me. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
Right.
And then no, obviously they couldn't fucking smell anything.
I got 2 to wrap up childhood and 1 to play in your story. So when I was younger, we went to Chuck E. Cheese one year for his birthday, and like back to the original OG story, strike 1 already occurred.
Oh yeah, we're still on. Oh shit.
I got sidetracked. Strike 1, I think I called my mom Lisa, and then they're like, don't do it again, and I was like, okay Lisa. So strike 1, and then like my little brother chimed in, and he's like, yeah Matt, let's not call her Lisa anymore. Right? We're just like, we were like little mental fucking terrorists, right? And we were like, alright. And they'd be like, don't take 1 more step. And I'd be like, step forward and be like, my foot's not touching the ground. But
they should have smothered you with a fucking pillow.
Oh, punishments fit the crime, alright? Like sometimes our punishment would be like, they'd put us in a corner of like a room, and they'd put like me in that corner, and like the way it is lit up because it's condo, like there's another corner right there, and they'd be like, until you guys are quiet for 10 minutes, don't smirk, and don't move, you can't come out. So we'd be there for like 2 hours. And I'd be like, they'd be like, I know you're smirking. And I'm like, you can't know I'm smirking. I'm staring at the wall. And I was just like, and she's like, he's like, I know you're smirking. I was like, you can't prove it. And he's like, lie to me. What? He's like, lie to me and bet you'll stand there longer. He's like, were you smirking? And he's like, tell the truth. And I'd be like, oh, I was smirking. And he's like, 5 more minutes. So he went through shit like that. But like, all right, so strike 2 didn't happen in the car for Chuck E. Cheese because they were just like, don't hit each other. So I fucking elbowed him in the face.
Yeah.
Well, because you had like 2 little brothers in the same back seat, dude, and we're fighting, like it was Pokemon Center, like so we're fucking going back and forth. And then we get to Chuck E. Cheese. And we're in the ball pit. And I remember we get out of the ball pit, and all of a sudden, like, he was just, we didn't even like say a word about it. Like, little Bill goes behind the Chuck E. Cheese guy, because if you remember Chuck E. Cheese back in the day, they wore the big suits.
Wear the costume.
Yeah, and it was literally his like birthday party, so it's this thing, he went behind him, and he gave me the look, and I just fucking tabletopped him. And then, like, we jumped on him, and started jumping on him because we were like, you gotta speak, and started, like, poking him and everything. My man, that was at, like, 3 p.m. Guess what? The party was supposed to end there, but, like, it was that age where my friends were my parents' friends, so they invited everyone fucking back, right? And they had a birthday party for us, they had cake, they had our friends over, and they locked us in a room. And then at like 9:30, they're like, guys, you can come out now. And we came downstairs and I was like, where's everyone? They're like, oh, went home. It's over. That's the ultimate form of punishment.
Wow. Yeah, that's good. Great. That is great.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
We had some fucking fucked up punishments, man. Like standing, kneeling in the corner, like play ding dong ditch. So they made me write 10 apology letters to each house. I wrote 200 apology letters. And they didn't fucking read them. And then back in the day, I was just like, I thought they read them. And I would be like, we did in the day, right? And we literally just copied the same one over and over. And then, like, they can't all be the same. But, like, now, like, I'm older, I know, like, I would just put it together. And I was like, fuck, they read them all.
Oh, man, that's too funny.
Or like we had other kids stay over, and one time, like, you know how like back in the like younger 90s, right? They had the pull-out couch everyone would sleep on.
Yeah.
It was so cool to sleep on the pull-out couch when friends stayed over.
Yep.
We fucking locked him in the pull-up couch. He like felt he was a heavy ass sleeper and we knew it. So we like turned him sideways and we folded the couch, and like as he's woken up, as we push him in and we sat on it, and you just hear him like, let me out, and all three of us.
Dude, on a hockey tournament one year, we put a kid in a cot. He was naked, folded up in the cot. Arms, he can't move. Go take him in the elevator, going down, push him out to the lobby, back upstairs.
Dude, like some of my buddies, like my buddy Jarrell was a big hockey person, played like forever, and they'd always tell him hockey kids fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good. The shit that we used to do in hotels, my lord. My God, like, you want to talk about really fucking stuff up? We were in Lake Placid, and we're all just sitting in the lobby. One kid just gets up, looks at the bathrooms, goes, be pretty funny to switch those signs around, huh? He gets up, pulls on the first sign, realizes they just ripped the fucking thing off the wall, and then everybody just scatters. Like, some people ran down, like, out the building, down the hill. Some of us ran upstairs, like, back to your rooms, like, scattered. And we called the guy Lurch, because he was the only guy where he just, like, roamed the hallways, like, trying to fucking get us in trouble. And, like, Lurch was just, like, on the prowl at that point.
Oh yeah.
He's like, who did it? Like, I have no idea, man. He's like, yeah, you do. I'm like, no, there's, like, 45 teams here from Medford. Like, I don't know. There's, like, there's literally, like, 200 people from Medford. That could be anyone.
Yeah.
Even college doors for the day.
Oh man, all the dumb shit we did in the dorms too. We used to fight in the hallway and like wrestle in the hallway of the dorms, and then
We used to box out there.
yeah,
like in the
and then
common
like
areas.
so the RAs would do rounds. So we had a system where we were in. Shout out to Durgan 3rd floor, Bridgewater State, freshman year. So we would like go in one of the hallways, and we would strategically place people at one corner and then one doorway for the stairs, and then at the other end of the hallway, the other person could see the other person stationed. So there were 4 people stationed to like relay. And when then RA would like come down the stairs to like do the rounds or whatever, they would just like start clapping or like say something really fucking stupid, and then we'd just all just stop and run into one of my friends' rooms, and then they would just sit in the hallway and just we'd go right back out and just keep.
That's a
fucking
smart
each other
move.
up.
Like I get divided because I didn't live at college, but I had some friends who went to Bridgewater State who lived there, so I stayed at home as I was there. So like I kind of got both experiences, but
Yeah.
I feel like you have to live at college no matter where you go.
should.
Like you have to
Yeah,
live in
yeah.
the dorms freshman year, or else like you won't know fucking anybody. Because
No.
like you meet people at class, bro. I talked to like 5 people in my class.
Nah, you're not gonna meet anybody at class.
Well, especially at Bridgewater. I
'Cause
don't
they're
know
all
how it
commuters.
is at other schools,
Yeah.
but
But not even that. Like you don't make friends in class. Like
No.
well, the freshman dorm is the only one where they allow you to keep your doors propped open. All the other dorm rooms on campus, you have to keep them shut because it's a fire hazard. For whatever reason, it's not a fire hazard in the freshman dorm.
Probably 'cause they want it to burn down.
Yeah, but
No, probably honestly, because I think it was like fireproof. I think some of the doors were fireproof,
oh, okay.
but I don't think they were in the freshman dorm.
I think that's just something they tell you and they charge more when it's broken. They're
Yeah.
like, it's a fireproof door.
Yeah.
It's not wood, it's oak.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how you just walk down the fucking hallway and like someone's door is open, you just walk in. You're like, oh hey, what's up? I live over there. You live here. We should hang out. And they're like, all right, cool. Like that. We used to go out as an entire floor. Like Durgan 3 is. We were real fucking creative when we named ourselves that. But that was the 3rd floor of Durgan. We all went out together. We literally rolled like 30 people deep freshman year of college.
Dude, Bridgewater State is so fucking weird where it's just like, whoa, you're drinking in the lawn, you're arrested. Oh, you're in the house, boom.
Yeah.
My freshman year at Springfest, which was the last good one, we just like walked down Burrow.
09, right?
Yeah, so it would have been Springfest 09. Fucking our RA bought me beer. I was drinking with him, and the cops were all there, like lining the streets,
Yeah.
off the sidewalk, off the sidewalk,
Right.
off the side. Like that's all they said.
Yeah.
It was like if you stepped on the off the sidewalk, until there was a fight, and then it was like, hey, well, you guys started a fight, everyone get the fuck out.
Right.
otherwise, there was like 100 people drinking on the lawn between Green and Brown House.
Yeah.
And like when we left, because after the fight everyone just dropped their beer or whatever, the entire lawn was just covered in beer cans.
Yeah.
But like everything was fine, and like
Right.
cops were there, like making sure we stayed on the lawn, nothing, whatever. And the second you fucked up, okay,
Yeah.
fun time's over.
Like,
We
it's
did
hard,
that.
dude.
They did that my junior year. There was we were packed because that's when I lived in Greenhouse. Our entire backyard was just packed with people.
Yeah.
And the cops just sat in the parking lot behind the house. And then there was like people like on Burl, and it was fine. They just watched us. They just didn't want shit to get too wild.
I feel like they're stricter now. Like
Maybe.
no.
I mean, I would be.
Well, you know what
surprised.
happened? What ruined Bridgewater is all people from Brockton decided to start going out over there.
Yeah,
I was like, I started Bridgewater in like 2010. Like
Yeah,
I went there
that's
for a
when I
year or
started.
two, went military, came back and finished. And when I came back from the military, so it'd probably be like, so I took a year off at that point, like around your junior or senior year, it's like all the people from Brockton started going out over there, and it kind of fucking ruined the college vibe
Yeah.
because they'd just bring all their drama with you.
Right. Yeah. Someone got stabbed outside of the old Broad Street bar.
Yeah, that was like years ago though.
Oh yeah, first off, shout out to Broad Street.
Yeah. It's not
when
Broad
I learned
Street
about-
anymore.
Yeah, probably because it got shut down.
Yeah. Now it's
Greyhound.
Greyhound. It's had like 4 names. It
Same idea.
Yeah, it was.
It's
Oh,
still
also
the same
shout out
Then
to
it was something
Bogarts.
Bogarts is close too,
Bogarts.
right?
First off, that's the first time I
Yeah.
learned about $4 pitchers at Bogarts.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
close too.
I think he came back.
Oh, okay.
I would go out.
Nothing
I'd
dies
go
in
out to
Bridgewater.
No.
I'd get there extra early to avoid the cover.
Yeah.
Use my fake ID,
Yep.
and I'd only bring $20, and I'd go home a happy man.
Yeah. $4.
Couldn't
pitchers.
afford it anymore.
Miller Lite.
I was
Or
there.
High
and-
Life. Miller High Life was $4 pitchers.
Oh, it's the best. Or Miller Lite, one or the other.
I think
Yeah.
it was Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Never brought home one girl though.
That you'd wake up the next morning and your shoes would be covered in just fucking like Bogue's juice.
The
That's what
worst
we used
is
to call it. It was
I
just
would
like,
literally, I don't know why,
white
just like
shit.
Slime.
Yeah.
It was the gods of Wednesday night punishing me, where like I always have like I'd fucking book a 9 a.m. Thursday morning class or 9:30, and I'd wake up and I'd be like,
They always made it, no matter what shape I was in. There were a couple
It was
times where I was
the
like, oh
worst.
my god.
Nah, I said fuck it.
There was one time when I remember like I was like I usually like would get someone, everyone had to like pull DD, and I was like I was supposed to drive, and then all of a sudden my buddy Ant and a couple of my friends were like, hey, we're gonna go to it's like Barrett's is down the road too.
Yep.
Like, and sometimes that's
Down
big
18.
on when there's a Thursday night at Bogarts when, because Thursday was big too. Like, we're going to go to Barrett's because I was like talking to some people. I think I was like talking to a girl, and I was like not like, but I knew her, and I was gonna hang out with her friends. So he's like, oh, we're gonna ditch, and I was like, you're good. And I remember like she ended up talking me into drinking, and I was like, fuck. So I ended up just like sleeping in my car. I like here's this because it's college, so I always had like extra clothes in my car because I work out at Bridgewater State. So I had like my gym clothes for the next day, anyways. And I remember like I woke up in my car at like 7 a.m. because I literally just like had it on, and I set my alarm on my phone. I woke up and I was like, oh shit. And I was like, walked into like, you know what it's like, you know how you're so hungover when I was like, I actually think I need to get on the elliptical for like 30 minutes. I was like, I did 30 minutes of like elliptical just to like wake up, got in the shower, and went to class the whole day. That was probably the hardest.
That's miserable.
It wasn't a one-time event.
No,
I've had a
no,
couple.
That
It
happens.
just not good.
Happened one time when I was a personal trainer too.
Oh god.
My buddy Joe would work at the gym, and he was like the front desk, and he was just like, I didn't know, because sometimes shout out to people who personal train, is like sometimes like you don't know someone books you a client when you have someone who does like the selling for you,
Wow,
Yeah.
right.
and like they'll tell you, and sometimes they won't. Like, but it was like a late ad where he added this girl like Friday night, and he saw that I usually have open like availability on Saturday. Like I'd have like from 8 to 12, because back in college I was like, I'll just go out Saturday night. Works.
Yeah.
I was like, I go out Thursday night and Saturday night, and those are my 2 nights in between. And boy, did I go out to Boston, right? And I got home at like 2:33, and I was like, I got dropped off like to the point where like I didn't have my car. Like it was bad. I like went to bed in my clothes. Shoes on. I didn't make it under the covers.
Shoes on.
Yeah.
I didn't make it under the covers, right? And all of a sudden, I think the session he booked was like 8 a.m. and it's like 7:30, and like, you know when like do people say like, oh, it's knocked out cold? Like my buddy was texting me at 7. Joe, he's like, hey, you got an appointment, and I was like, You know when you look at it and I was like, you don't register it.
Yeah.
And then he starts calling. So now he keeps calling. It's like 7:35, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, you have an appointment in like 25 minutes. It's like an hour-long appointment. I'm like, no. And I was like, okay, I'll be there. Lucky I live like, it's how you guys here. I'm like 10 minutes away. And I was just like, because I was at LA. LA Fitness when I was like working in college. So I'm like, fuck, I get up, I get dressed. I just fucking smelled like dick. I was like, it is what it is. Get dressed, and I go like run outside, and I'm like, fuck, I don't have a car.
Oh,
so I called my buddy Joe back up, and my buddy Joe was just like, I was like, I need you to come get me. He's like, all right. So he comes, picks me up in his car, drives me back for this appointment. I go throw up. And I go throw up, I train her, and I sit back down, and like my boss is across from me, and he's just like, dude, he's like, how fucked up are you? And I was like, I'm still drunk. And he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you. He's like, but I might do it again because this made it so worth it. Because like he had kids, my boss Jake at the time, so like sometimes when he'd see me come in and hurt, and he'd be like, this is the best thing ever. He was like, because he couldn't do it, like he had to go home to his kids, he has a wife, so like, but he'd like torture
He's like
me.
a real person.
Yeah, he'd like torture me sometimes, and I'm like,
oh shit. All right, you want to start wrapping this up? Get some final thoughts.
Yeah. So a couple episodes ago, I talked about Saturday nights at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And there was like, between the grocery store and Target, and there were a couple people real hot, like real hot.
Yeah.
Friday nights, on the other hand, not as good.
Not as good.
I went to both Target and
Market Basket.
I went to Market Basket on Friday. I did my shopping on Friday. Oh my God, walking around that place, it was like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what changed. Like, I don't know what the difference is between Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
it's that age bracket.
fucking, I don't know. I don't know what went wrong, but it was a horror show in there. Now, I wasn't looking for anything, but
yeah,
I was just like, I was noticing, like, oh my God.
It's no Wednesday.
It's like the difference between Friday night at like the Bridgewater bars versus Saturdays. It's like, wow, it's only townies and there's probably combined 17 teeth in this place.
Yeah. But if you're trying to get laid, go Fridays.
Oh God, that sounds miserable.
I mean, well, it's fine. I get my grocery shopping done anyway.
You went
Regardless.
Saturday?
I went Friday this week.
Oh.
Yeah, I still haven't gone. I'm on vacation right now, so.
Yeah, I'm more like a Monday, Tuesday. I actually use Shipt, so I don't even buy my groceries sometimes.
All right, well, there you go.
Yeah, but dude, okay, real quick to build your point, like if you don't use like Shipt or like Instacart, these people are so fucking dumb. I got spinach. They brought me fucking celery.
Those are
Those are very.
Imagine when you open the thing and I was just like, it's not even close.
Yeah, it's very different.
How expensive is it to have your groceries delivered to you?
It's not that much more. It's like a tiny surcharge. They charge you $15 a month to use the app, and that's like the surcharge.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like on Sunday, it's so worth it when you're just like
Really hungover.
Well, I could see.
And they save your order, so you can order the same shit because.
I always say I pretty much buy the same stuff too. Ugh, I hate going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Wait till you turn 30 though. It changes. It becomes an event. You look forward to it. You're like,
No,
Jared, do you want to go?
No, because I'd still rather be on the golf course.
3 pounds of chicken for $5.99 today.
Oh wow, what a great deal.
You've been like very quiet this whole podcast, Bobby. I feel like you're just like commenting because you have to, not because you want to.
Has it been that bad?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
All right, fuck me then.
I think that attack on my character was unwarranted.
Yeah.
That was just my dry sarcasm.
Do you have a
You're
final
not,
There you go.
You're not very good at it.
I need to. All right. If animals could talk, which one do you think would be the coolest, and which one do you think would be a fucking loser?
All right, well, I didn't make the statement. If animals could talk, I'd probably have to kill my dog. Right? She's first on the list.
She's seen some shit.
Yeah, she's going with the Jeep right into the river. We have a bond, but fuck, man, if you speak, my bond's gone.
I trusted you.
Yeah, that bitch fucking let everything go. Yeah, dog's gone.
That's a tough break for the dog too.
Speaking of,
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Right?
Speaking of
Bobby
dogs,
was
and
just
the
like I
whole
said, he's like,
fucking,
oh, Pluto would be out.
being like a teenager and jerking off all the time. Do you imagine, like, do you remember, like, the dog just walks in the room, just kind of looks at you, and then just, like, turns away in disgust and, like, walks away? Have you ever had that happen to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it happened to me more than once.
Happens to me, like, it sounds weird as, like, my dog has, like, walked in on me, like, having sex, dude, like, like, the girlfriends and everything. And I don't mean to, but, like, she's learned she can push the door open.
Yeah.
And it's, like, my current girlfriend is the only one she approves of, because every other one she would, like, sit down and be, like,
Just stare at you.
or, like, we'd be on the couch and I'd, like, have a girl over, like, I was talking to and have her on the couch, and, like, she would wiggle away in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
And she'd find a way and, like, put her ass to the girl. And, like, for some reason with, like, my current girlfriend Shannon, it was, like, one of those, like, met her, very skeptical the first couple times.
Yeah.
She's, like, she barged in a couple times and she would turn around and be like, okay.
Yeah, okay, alright.
But, yeah, dog's suspect number one, fucking out.
Yeah. Can't have that dog talking.
I feel like you said what would be the worst.
What would be the coolest and what would be, like, the lamest, I guess?
Alright, first off, I'm not a cat person, but a cat had to be the fucking coolest because I just picture it'd be like the most sarcastic asshole thing in the world.
Yeah.
And it'd just have the best one-liners and it'd be like, oh, you gonna do that again, dumbass? And you'd be like, fuck.
Yeah, it's like,
You'd
oh,
be
did
like,
you really think something different was gonna happen
Yeah.
this time?
You'd be bringing a girl over and be like, wasn't the last one only 5 minutes too?
Yeah.
And you'd be like, this dumb fucking cat.
Yeah, alright, I can see that.
It would just be like, you'd keep it to like torment other people, but it had like the best one-liners. It'd be like, remember last time you tried to make like cook food when you were drunk? No, I do. It'd be like, you wouldn't need a girlfriend, it'd have the comments of your girlfriend. You'd be like taking a shit, be like, I told you were lactose intolerant. You'd be like, God damn it, Stinky! What would be the best though? Would it be a dog? Fuck.
No, I feel like dogs would be really dumb.
They would just let everything out. They'd be like,
Yeah.
hi, Lindsay. Oh, I mean, Jackie. Oh, yeah, sorry. He had Lindsay over last night, but I loved her too. Like,
Yeah, that's it. Dogs would just be really dumb.
Yeah, they would be. Fucking. Like, imagine a boxer talking to you.
Hey, do you want to play? Hey, you gonna throw that ball? Hey, did you see that ball? Did you see the ball? Can you throw it? Can we
that's a
play?
good one. Just build a fear. Have you ever like pictured like animals have lisp? Because like I see my dog and I'm like, it has to have a lisp. And it's just if I like, you want to play ball? Like, can't really talk. What would be the dumbest? Like, what would the one? Fuck, man. There's so many bad animals.
I feel like an owl would be the worst to talk to because they would be like fucking like they know everything. It's like, oh, we're wise and we fucking hoot and shit.
Yeah.
Like, what are you fucking better than me? Fuck you.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'll
I think that would be like the. I think that would be like the worst.
An
one.
owl? That's a hard one.
Yeah. I think that the worst one, or like it would be creepy as fuck. It would be a snake.
That's funny. I was thinking about a snake. I was like, but it'd probably talk me into some shit. It probably has some deep
Right,
logic. He'd be
right.
like, you know, you want to feed me that rat. And I'd be like, I do want to feed you that rat. How'd you know?
I told you here for the feeding.
He'd be like, Jared, you didn't eat all that steak. You know, last time you ate all steak, you didn't feel great. And you'd be like, you know what, Mr. Snake, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
You're talking into doing
You're
things.
saying- yeah.
Next thing you know, be like, I didn't mean to rob a bank, the snake.
Yeah, I don't know, man. My fucking snake told me to do it. I don't know.
I'd have to. All right. So on that note, I'm gonna pick. I feel like having any, like a fucking. I hate people who own like ferrets and shit. Like I think a
Yeah.
ferret would be the worst one.
Yeah. Okay.
It was just talking like shorts, like talking statements. It'd be like,
Yeah.
I like cheese.
Just
Or like a
statements
hamster.
only.
A hamster would be
Declarative
like-
statements
yeah.
only.
A hamster would be like, Bobby likes me. You'd be like, dude, we're watching golf. I love golf. Like it'd be like Steve Carell and fucking Anchorman.
Yeah.
You're just shouting
Rick
random
Tamlin.
things. I think any type of fish would also.
Oh no,
be
I take
good.
it back. Fish would be the best. Fish would be
Yeah.
the best. It'd
Fish would be
like-
the best.
So I
No,
was
not the best. It'd be like the worst. It'd be
Oh,
like
the
the best
worst.
of the worst. It'd be
yeah.
like,
So I was gonna say like the coolest one would I was actually gonna say a tiger. So it's funny that you said cat. So
Yeah.
it's like pretty much the same thing. And then snake would be the worst and like the creepiest and shit.
You know who like it would be like a cat would kind of be a little mix of like Bob Barker and Happy Gilmore. It'd be like dumbass.
Yeah.
It's, so I guess mine.
Do cats like Red Lobster?
Mostly.
Which wasn't Bob Barker, but I saw where you were going with that.
I guess like my if you had a final thought for me is I'm going on a family vacation. I have to say like fuck family vacations.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Not in a bad way. It's just like it's so much pressure. I can't be myself. Like
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
my comments hurt them, but I was like, it's only because I hurt. Like.
Is it like an extended family too?
Yeah. So the people I grew up with, I love them, but I'm gonna be like in house with them down the Cape for 4 days, and then I'm gonna go to New Hampshire and be down in New Hampshire for like 3 days with my girlfriend's family.
Yeah.
And it's just like as I get older, I'm like, this is what life comes to. Like,
Yeah, this sucks.
they're like, because I inconveniently like to get drunk at wrong times too. Where it's like everyone's like, oh, we're just playing bingo, and I was like, oh, I know.
Yeah.
I'm playing bingo.
Yeah.
This is the only way I'm playing bingo.
But you stole the cat one. That was a good one. I was just like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, family vacations are tough.
Well,
Because then it's like you got aunts and uncles and shit that like you don't see that often, and like you don't really want to disappoint everyone in your family.
Well, it's hard because we're at the age now where like you like the idea of going to a family vacation or like a holiday, but then you also get there and you like the idea of like how simple would have been to stay on your couch.
Yes. Yep, absolutely.
Well, so my parents have a place down in Bourne, which is only like 35 minutes from here, and even going to see them, it's like a whole thing. Cause they don't drink. They go to bed at fucking 8 o'clock.
Oh.
Like, I'm literally like, what the hell am I supposed to do down there? And it's like, my mother was saying it today, so the door's open, but it's like I could talk to my cousin so it's like my parents, my godparents, cousin, and then their family. They all have like a house, so it's actually a pretty good spot where you could get absolutely loaded, head over there. You know, get bombed with them, make your way down to the beach, probably fall asleep on it, and then like you go to someone else's house, whatever. So you could probably crash somewhere else, but then it's almost like now I need to like watch myself because they're gonna be like, hey Bobby, why did you drink 15 fucking beers?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the worst. Don't keep counting me. Don't you do that. Don't put that juju on me, Ricky Bobby.
Oh yeah.
I do have to change my final thought because I have a better one.
This is Vinny status.
Yeah.
And for my second final thought.
Yeah. Listen, someone has to take a spot. Here's the thing. Here's a better final thought. If your life was a porn title, what would it be?
Oh Jesus Christ.
You go first, Bobby. I can help you.
A mountain of disappointment. Perpetual disappointment.
Unassuming white guy lays absolutely no pipe. I'm just kidding. That was dry humor.
No, I'm actually thinking.
Oh shit.
It's a good one, right?
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know. That's hard. I also don't want there to be any radio silence right now while we're thinking.
Exceedingly average guy underperforms.
It can be a movie title too. You say it dirty.
What would yours be?
It would have to be like you'd have to make a play on like James Bond right now because of the mustache. It'd be like 007.
James Bond literally never had a mustache.
No.
Like, not once.
No.
Yeah,
maybe a fake mustache.
Yeah, but I feel a little more like I feel a little spyish with this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's literally no famous spies with a mustache.
Shut the fuck up, Bobby.
This is my movie.
This is my movie. I guess it'd be like free mustache, right? I don't know. You have to go
60 seconds.
Yeah. I think that'd probably be a good one. That's actually a really hard question.
Fast
That's
and
like
Furious.
yeah.
There's so many one-liners you could do.
I'll go with Fast and the Furious.
No, come up with your own.
That's like something I'd have to like actually like think about.
It's a hard one, right?
Yeah.
I'd have to do something with like athletics, so it makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'd be like one of those Voyagers, unemployed coach, and unemployed coach, hands out free mustache rides.
athlete.
Oh, that no. Unemployed coach hands out free mustache rides and money. Or like one of the ones they do about like people. It's just like you know they needs money.
Yeah. I don't know. Average white male gets pounded for money. I have no idea.
That's a gay porn reference.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes it is.
With Fred. By Fred.
Sup, Fred?
I hope Fred doesn't listen to this.
He might. I'm sure he's nice.
Do you promote the podcast to Fred? Were you just like, we have a sick podcast?
It's come up, yeah.
Oh, because I don't tell my girlfriend about anything. You don't think I have sex now?
So if you are
at least a year until I get laid again.
I'm gonna apologize now. And I think it's a great time to end it.
Yeah. Comes out, hey, where's the last 20 minutes?
Yeah. So thank you guys for listening and watching. If you're on YouTube, wherever you're listening, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It helps us with our visibility rankings. We'll get ranked again in Madagascar. That would be fucking awesome. It would also be great to get ranked
in a real country.
In a real country,
North
like
Korea.
the US.
What's up?
Or North Korea, maybe after this episode.
We support you.
We'll be the very first podcast ever allowed in North Korea. We'll be like
you.
the Dennis Rodman.
Dude, talk about category
podcast.
1 on that one.
Yeah, we'll be ranked number 1 in North Korea. That's great. One out of 1. Subscribe on YouTube while you're at it too. And follow us on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. We're on Twitter at Sarcasm_speaks. And keep spreading the word. Tell all your friends. Tell your family. Again, apologize to them too.
Yes.
Write those 200 apology letters.
Make them different. Make them different.
Yeah.
Still remember that.
Make each one different.
My hand would cramp.
Otherwise, they'll know they're not genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, when you're young, you're vulnerable to that stuff, man. Like, I used to think a serial killer was someone who ate cereal and then killed someone. I was like, that's just so inefficient. I was like, how do you kill someone while eating cereal?
If you're really good at your job.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to bring that up because I also thought like porcupines shot their turtles too. Until I was like 18.
Alright. Well, until next time. Good night, everybody.
Both those are true facts.
I think that might be the, Oh, what's up, dude? You made it.
I'm Burger King.
How was work?
Work was sick.
Bro.
It was a really good time. Thanks for asking.
Why did you have to go into work on a Sunday night?
I was a little drunk, so it was fucking weird.
Dude, you should go to
I was
work
middle of
drunk
the road
every
in a
day.
back truck like this. Tie that shirt on. Who the fuck is this guy? We're going, yeah. You smell like Tito's. Bet I do.
I'm here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I didn't make it home last night to go out.
Yeah, no, I picked that.
Put that together.
Yeah. I was like, Jamie said he was going to Patriot Place. I was like, he either went and didn't come home or he didn't go.